Hello. Hello. How is everyone? I don't know if my network is playing on me or something is wrong. I need to check first. So, how is everyone doing today? Are you okay? Okay, so we shall start. So, this is going to be our pattern paper. So, we need this armhole curve, and you also need a straight ruler. We need marker. We need measuring tape. Yeah, that's all I think we need for pattern making. So we are going to start with our pattern drafting. So we are making a short dress. Okay. So you can tell me where you're watching from. Yes, you can say hello to me. Okay. So we shall start. My God, I don't know if the network is the problem or what the problem is. I don't really understand. I don't understand what the problem is. A moment, please, before we begin. Okay. All right. Let's start. This is going to be our pattern paper. Yeah. I'm going to draft the front and the back together. Okay. So stay with me. Okay. So I always put this line. It's just a beginning line to show where I start from. So from there, I'm going to measure my bust line. The dress will be longer than this pattern, but I'll do that when I'm cutting. I'll make it longer when I'm cutting. So from Here we are going to, this is our shoulder line. We are going to measure the bust line from up going down, from your shoulder to your bust. Mine is 10, you indicate yours. From your shoulder to your waistline, from your shoulder to your hip line. Okay, so I will also just put the same measurements on this side. So after that, I'll bring a ruler and make these lines. So this is the bust line, this is the waist line, and this is the hip line. Okay, so you can decide to take off 2 inches from here, or you can do that when you're cutting your fabric. So I'll not take them off. I'll leave it. I'll not take off the 2 inches. I'll indicate the 2 inches when I'm cutting on my fabric. So the 2 inches, they are for the button allowance. So I'm going to use a neckline of 3 inches and a shoulder measurement. My shoulder divided by 2 is 7.5. I'll come on this line also and mark 7.5. 7.5 is the shoulder measurement. Okay, I'll come on this very line and come up by 2 inches, and I'll come on this line and come down by 1 inch. Here I'm making the shoulder slope, and here I'm making a chest line. Okay, so this is our chest line. So after that, I'm going to connect this line to here. Yeah. So now I'm going to indicate my neckline. I need the back neckline, I'll use 1 inch. And for the front neckline, I'll use, back neckline, I'll use 1 inch. Front neckline, I'll use 3 inches. So the back is going to be 1 inch by 3 inches. The front will be 3 inches by 3 inches. So this pattern is going to cut the front and the back. That's why I'm indicating everything here. Okay, so this is our back neckline and this is our front neckline. So we are going to come on our armhole and we shall place the measuring tape on this line from this shoulder to the chest line and divide that line by 2. You mark the center of that line, then you come in by 0.5 to make a front armhole. Okay, so after that, I'm going to come on this my chest line and get my bust measurement, divide by 4. So my bust divided by 4 is 9.5 plus 1 inch for sewing allowance. I'll come down also on the bust line and indicate the same measurement. Divide your bust by 4 plus 1 inch for sewing allowance. So after doing that, I'm going to connect this point to this point to this point. So I'll first come and connect here, then come and connect this to here. So for the back armhole, I'm taking it from here to here also. So this is supposed to end up here. Don't get confused, okay? It is ending up to here, though it looks as if it ends here. Yeah. So for the back armhole, I'm just going to bring this here like this. So this is the back armhole and this is the front armhole. I told you we are using the same pattern to measure everything. So I'll make my dress a dartless dress. I'll not put a dart, but you can put a dart if you want, most especially if you want to give shape to your waist a bit, you can put a dart. Okay, so that's completely up to you. You can put a dart on your dress or you can leave it. That is your choice. So personally, I don't want to put the dart, so I'll just come on my waist line and mark my waist divide by 4 plus 1 inch. So my waist divide by 4 is 8.5 plus 1 inch is 9.5. I'll come here on my hip line and mark my hip divide by 4 is 11.25 plus 1 inch, which makes it 12.25. So these outer lines I've indicated, they are just sewing allowance. So if you want to add your dart on your dress, you just come here and measure your nipple to nipple measurement, divide by 2. You put the line here, you put a dart maybe of 1 inch, 1.5 according to what you want, and yeah, that will be it. So for me, I don't want that, so I will just I'll not use a dart. So from this point going down, my dress will be straight. Okay, you make sure you curve these points, you don't cut them straight. So this is it for our pattern. I'm going to cut it out first, then see how to cut the front and the back. Okay, so sewing allowance is already indicated. Okay, so you don't need to add sewing allowance. If you want your dress to be more free, you can add some on top of the sewing allowance. You can add maybe 1 inch or 1.5, depending on how you want your dress to be. If you want it free, the network is not